Um, I'm glad to see you all. I have been waiting for so long time that I'm a little bit nervous. So first of all, let me thank all presenters for outstanding and informative presentations that you presented today. I'm not sure that my presentation could be that much useful for you all. However, I would like to share my experiences of collaborating with content lecturers. So I'm an EFL lecturer and EEP lecturer, and actually the work that I'm going to present today is the part of the state-funded research, which is exploring the practices of using EMI, English medium instruction, in higher education institutions in Kazakhstani universities. And I personally act as a junior researcher. So this presentation showcases collaboration between EMI activities created by me as an EFL instructor and content instructors, namely social sciences lecturers who are conducted political sciences, microeconomics, and microeconomics to support students to acquire both content and language simultaneously. So the objectives of my today's presentations are firstly to showcase collaboration between language and content instructors. Secondly, to introduce the platform that I use it for, like for developing the MI activities. And finally, demonstrate how these activities might be used interactively in the lessons. So English medium instruction has been defined as the use of the English language to teach academic subjects other than English itself in countries or jurisdictions where the like first language of the majority of the population is not English. So, of course, for universities such as Nazarbayev University or SDU University, EMI is not something new, since most of the like disciplines, most of the subjects are conducted in English. However, like I would like to ask, how many of you negotiated with content like lecturers to create the materials, or vice versa? Maybe content like lecturers conduct with EFL or EEP lecturers. So to be honest, it was my first experience like to negotiate with content lecturers and assist them in creating like their materials. I don't know whether you had kind of faced such kind of situation, but for me, it was really very interesting, challenging activity. Okay, so starting from this academic year, the project is piloting such kind of collaboration. So me as an EEP and EFL instructor, and there are two instructors who conduct like business or microeconomics discipline, microeconomics discipline, like we work together. Uh, so content instructors and me co-designed like several lessons, namely for students studying international relations, like and economic, like business school. There are different kind of majorities like finance, marketing, and others. So we divided our activities into low and high order activities. So for low order activities, we created such activities like matching, true, false, like multiple choice activities. And for higher order activities, we created a different kind of case studies, different kind of problems, and of course discussions. So we aimed to ensure effective EMI support for our students. I know that like most, like I was given just some presentations, some chapters from the books, and I needed to create some activities to make them more interactive. So students not just have boring lectures, but they do some activities as in English classes, like maybe play some games, try to find try to do some different kind of activities like matching, answering the questions, not just listening to an instructor, but do something that they usually do in English circumstances. Okay, so here are some examples of the tasks that were prepared for students, starting with low order skill activities, such as matching, yes, definition, like matching the words to their definitions, and for example, true false activities. So if you read the questions, most of the exercises are related to micro and microeconomics content. It's not like just English or something general, but these are some lectures that they have to that they have to cover during the lessons. Okay, so these are some activities analyzing economic scenarios. Like these are scenarios, for example, one, present a persuasive speech advocating for the use of monopolies in the market. Scenario two, present a persuasive speech promoting a new product or service using the concept of marginal revenue and marginal cost, and so on. Let me share. It's not full here. Okay, so I also provided some useful phrases that can enhance students for delivering a persuasive speech. For example, how they can, for example, start their introduction, how they can move on, what kind of phrases, keywords they can use for making a strong statement, maybe using some rhetorical questions. So I have taken this information from academic English and embedded to microeconomics course, microeconomics course. Also, these are some examples of case study scenarios. So look, I tried to make my students to give my characters like Kazakh names. For example, this is Saule, and she has kind of some problem case. This is Jenes, right? And it's his problem. This is Elmira with her own problem. And finally, I just would like to stop on Murat. So these tasks can usually are given for group of students. It can be given either in the classroom or as a home task. So students in groups, they read the situation, they read the problem and try to answer some questions. So for example, Murat's problem is this topic really hits me hard emotionally. Last year, my family had to tighten our belts due to enforced medical expense. It was a tough time as we had to cut down on leisure activities and concentrate only on essential. So I believe any change in personal income directly impacts how people prioritize their spending. So this is the situation, this is the problem that Murat faced. And below are given some tasks that students have to accomplish. So for example, identify the key components of the scenario. So personal income changes, good markets equilibrium, financial market equilibrium, enforcing expenses, fiscal policy, monetary policy, and policy coordination. So everything was given in the text, and students, in order to solve the problem of Murat, they need to read and try to answer the questions in order to support, in order to assist Murat to solve his problem. And at the end, the group of the students need to draw their conclusion based on the analysis and provide some recommendations for policymakers based on their findings. So step by step, they need to answer the questions and at the end just present their findings. So since I am not like an economist, and it was really very difficult for me to create all these activities. And to support me, luckily, fortunately, I find a really very nice artificial intelligence program that helped me to create all these activities like in 5 minutes, in 10-minute time. So let me introduce. Have you heard about TWE before? So, so the TWE is an AI-powered online platform designed to help actually English teachers quickly and easily create lessons or worksheets or activities. But I tried to make some activities for like microeconomics courses. So I try to help content teachers to conduct their lessons more active, more interactive. So like just a minute. So within in this TWE program, you can create all these activities and reading and writing and vocabulary and listening and speaking and even grammar. I'm not sure if it's switching on. Just a minute. Try me show. Could you tell me whether, so I cannot see you all, but could you tell me whether it's changing?
Yes, it's changing now.
Okay, thank you very much. So what have I done? I just write all the new vocabulary words that I like I take from the text that I was given by the teachers of content. Then I chose, for example, the level of the students. So if you want to simplify, you can choose, for example, A1, A2. If you have low-level students, if you have, for example, advanced level students, so you also can, for example, change the level. And look, do the magic, and you can see in even less than 1 minute, it make you some definitions, right? And words. Moreover, it provides you with the correct answers. So also you can, for example, create different kind of situations that like I presented in my presentation with Saulia, Murat. I just asked it to create me some like case studies. They also can. So for example, you can, for example, communicate like situations. Again, you can switch the level and it gives you, for example, different kind of situations. And then you just can apply them, give the names, give the characters, create some presentations in like Canva or like whatever. Okay, so of course, all the activities that you created could be presented in papers, right? But I would like my teacher, my colleagues to present it interactively. That's why I use it, the platform, which is called Nearpod. So so this is the Nearpod. As you can see, you can have live sessions. For example, if it's in the classroom, yeah, you can make it live session. If it's, for example, as a homework, you want to give some assignments for your students to like do at home, you can choose student paced, so they can do it themselves. So let me show. If it's, for example, live session, so here is the code. For example, your students enter the code. So you also can try, for example, if you like, it's really very easy, nearpod.com, join as a student, and you can type this code, for example. So this is the, for example, student page. This is teacher. If when your students enroll to your course, you can see their progress easily. And this is the task where they need to match. Do you remember I showed you that at the beginning I created matching task? Yes. So match the definition to the words, and I just transfer this task into the Nearpod program. So students can do it individually. You can ask them to do it, for example, in groups or in pairs. And it's really very interesting. And at the same time, immediately you can check their progress, whether they're doing right or not. And at the very, very end, you, for example, can show them the correct pairs. So Anna, so this is the code, yeah, and you can try. Okay. So this is the like one more activity. For example, if you have first-year students who are still eager to play, so you can do the same activity. Okay. So you and start the game. So for example, again, waiting for players, when your students are ready, yeah, you can start the game. And for example, this is true false questions. Do you remember at the very, very beginning, I showed you like true false questions. So it's how, yeah, so you can, at the same time, you see, for example, the progress of your students. Why not Kahoot? Why Nearpod? You might ask me, because all your activities can be embedded in one program. For example, do you remember Kahoot is only for games, right? For yes, no questions or something. But in Nearpod, you can embed everything, like your presentation, like, okay. Do you want? Sorry, I need to stop. Yeah, in order to show you that in Nearpod, you can, yeah, so you can make every lesson interactive. You can embed your videos, presentations, I don't know, games, activities. So for example, you can have theoretical part explaining something, and at the same time, your next activity can be checking whether they are with you or not. Some like true false exercise, right? Again, you can move to something theoretical. Yeah, you can read some lectures. After that, immediately you can play the game. So you don't need to have different kind of application for them. So this is one application for everything. You can, for example, switch on the video, it plays, and after that you can stop the video and move to the activity. So it's really very interactive, and I really like it. So I think that my presentation is over. Just a minute. Oops. Sorry. So since I was switching. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for, sorry. Yeah, that's all that I wanted to show you. Sorry for me being a little bit nervous. I have been waiting for so much. There were so many interesting and outstanding presentations.